It's time for another video review. This time, we look at FOXTEL on the Xbox 360. While FOXTEL on the Xbox 360 has been available for some time, it only recently became available to regional areas. This was as a result of FOXTEL's recent acquisition of FOXTEL. So here we are in the FOXTEL on Xbox 360 interface, and you'll see at the top we've got the different views. So we start out on the featured page. We can flip to London 2012, a special page for the upcoming Olympic special. They're going to have 8 dedicated channels to the Olympics on FOXTEL, and of course they are available through FOXTEL on Xbox 360. It's going to set you back $50, so if you're really into sport, this is a decent way to get access to those channels, especially if you don't already have, the antenna and an existing FOXTEL connection. You could just sign up for this 1 month and then never use FOXTEL again. So good option there. What you might have just seen is the screen go black and then the TV try and pick up the signal. So I've noticed that happening a number of times during using the app. And what will happen is the TV will lose that video signal, and then after a second or two it will resume. So again, that's a bit of a bug in the app that I hope they fix. Next screen over is live TV. So this channel at the moment is the last channel that you were watching. You can jump into the TV guide there. We'll continue through the screen. So catch-up TV, just like you've got most of the free-to-air channels now have catch-up. The same can be said about the content on FOXTEL. You can avoid, this doesn't have a DVR function, which is something a few people on Twitter have asked about, but their solution to not having that really is this catch-up option. So you do get access to some of the recent episodes, but if you want access to more of the back catalogue, you're going to want to jump over to the pay-per-view section. So it will cost you more to get access to the back catalogue, as well as special events. Things like UFC and that come around from time to time. Pay-per-view events you can access from here. The final view is just settings screen really, and we'll jump into the the TV guide. Have a look at that, because there's a couple of things I want to point out to you about the TV guide. So we only see 4 channels at a time, so a pretty small amount of information compared to most TV guides. And when you flip to the next screen, you do have that couple of second delay before you see your next set of channels. Probably my biggest complaint about FOXTEL on Xbox 360 is the fact that you can't select the channels based on which package you have. So at the moment I have just the basic package for like $20 or $30 a month. I don't have the movie package or the sports package, but I do see all these channels in here. And so what happens when you click on one of those channels that you don't have is it's upselling you to go and buy the next tier up. Great for FOXTEL, but terrible user experience. What you really want to do is hide those channels you don't have in your package, and then you can avoid seeing them in your guide at all. So that's something I wish they could change, and I definitely think that this needs to be sped up. Let's talk about quality. So I'll jump into channel V as an example. A little bit of buffering. This is coming over the internet, so that's going to happen. And that's one important differentiation between this and over-the-air television or even the satellite standard FOXTEL setup, is that because it comes over the internet, you can't simply change up and down channels as fast as you would. I'll switch channels now. You see there's a couple of seconds of delay, and then it will change. So going through the guide, we switch over. Again, it loses signal for a second. We buffer, and then it changes channels. So definitely not the same as switching channels on your normal TV remote, but still great that you can access this from your Xbox. So if we exit out of there, look, there's channels that are available, especially the ones part of the base plan, and I can't speak for all the channels on FOXTEL, but they're not in high def, they're just standard def. So depending on how big your TV is, will depend on how much of an issue that is for you. So at 52 inches, I really noticed that standard def quality being upscaled to the TV. So definitely looking for HD stuff in the future. The movies that you rent through the Xbox are already HD, they'll stream in 1080, so it's not a technical limitation of the box. It's simply their decision essentially to only stream that standard def content. What else can I tell you about it? Basically, the main selling point for this is not having to wait for the guy to come to your house, install a satellite dish on your roof, and then that couple of week period to go by before you're actually connected to FOXTEL. So it's really can be that impulse decision to just get FOXTEL, just launch the app. What you'll need to do is sign up at the web, log into the app, and then you're on to FOXTEL. So you can do that in a matter of minutes. So that is really the main selling point of FOXTEL on the Xbox 360, rather than getting that dedicated FOXTEL box. Overall, pretty good experience, and gives you access to more channels than you normally would. And really appreciate this is now available Australia-wide. As somebody who lives in Albury-Wodonga, a regional area, that recent acquisition has really helped spread this wide and far and across Australia. So hopefully that's given you a good look at FOXTEL on Xbox 360. And this review has been sponsored by Tech Webcast. Thanks, guys.